better their career and better their performances and the technical expertise for the future. And that's the sort of bigger picture. We have just that Dimitrov of Hungary, he just won his last match, and we're still with the men's plus 100s. But all this information, there's a lot of information out there to follow these young athletes and their progress throughout the world of judo. And you are one of the founders of this Judo Inside that's very knowledgeable indeed. And tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, let's say that I'm quite digital. I cannot stop. I sleep with the wireless on. So
see, that's the difference between us. I'm very physical.
Exactly. That's why it's so nice to sit next to you. Because we haven't been doing that for the last 3 years, last three days. Actually, I was looking forward to this day because, I have a lot of, well, let's say, digital knowledge. Here I see the athletes in action, but I was really looking forward to this day because this is, let's say, the heavier categories, and there you see usually a lot of good scores. Secondly, for my own country, the Netherlands, we already got a gold medal in Dovalema. Was actually the youngest of all these athletes.
But the Netherlands, they do produce some fine big athletes, don't they?
I'm positively surprised that they still have such competition, actually, even in the cadets, even in the juniors. But it's about the transition. That is the big challenge. Actually, later on, maybe we can show some other categories like the under 100 and the plus or the under 78. I think that's very competitive. We see that also in the seniors, that for instance what used to be boring, the under 78, was fantastic in London.
Definitely.
Very competitive.
Well, we had Gemma Gibbons, don't we?
Sure.
Fantastic.
No. But that was also very appealing because she is just Gemma, and she was one of the favorites in the UK and now beyond. A real icon.
What? At the Olympic Games, you say one of the favorites. She was at under 70 kilos.
She was not a favourite.
So she wasn't a favourite.
No.
And but as a junior, she was under 78 kilos. Went into the senior category and went down a weight.
Yeah.
Again, obviously, young ladies, they change. They obviously want to look good in a judo suit as well as off the judo mat as well. So that weight loss put her into a different weight category, but she wasn't getting the same results as what she did as a junior under 78.
She was the reserve.
And she was the reserve. And then all of a sudden the selections were made. Sally Conway was selected for the Olympic Games, qualified in her own right.
Yep.
And then they decided, right, Gemma, you've got a chance. And you've just got to prove yourself.
She picked it up.
Fought in a couple of European Cups. Won.
Excellent.
And then got herself selected, and now we're looking at an Olympic silver medalist. Just the story behind it.
Speaking about those idols, that's a good bridge to your actually question, because I do Judo Inside, but here I have my other hat, which is media director of the EGU, and we've recently launched our new website. The fans should have already seen it. I hope you do at home. You can go to edu.net. Of course, you find here the link to this live results. But you see the new restyling, and one of the assets we've added is this idols section, the heroes section, and one of the idols is actually Gemma Gibbons. And throughout the year, we will be launching some new idols and heroes. For instance, last week we saw Mirjam Roper in Rijeka. We saw Laura Vargas Koch. So I think, let's add a German athlete because they're also steaming and hot. These girls from Germany. I added Laura Vargas Koch. Have a look at the website edu.net and then the heroes section. It's very nice to see those icons. Actually, here in this tournament was also Malindi Kalmendi. She was the world champion, of course, and she was here to support her athletes from Kosovo. Very good to have her here. She was twice European champion. She's one of those heroes at our website, edu.net.
It's so humbling, isn't it, to see these real fine athletes, world-class athletes, supporting other athletes in their team.
That is great.
And that's such a nice, humbling situation, isn't it? And that's what I love to see, a little bit of a give back. Into the sport, which is always very, very nice and so rewarding for these young athletes to be rubbing shoulders with world-class Olympic athletes, which is a fantastic an opportunity. And here we have Bosnian Herzegovina. This is the second win they've had with the plus 100s. I believe the junior, it's the cadet world bronze medalist.
I'm pointing on the coach,
Yes.
Branislav Strikangorac. He's also the president. He's also IGF referee.
And he looks very happy indeed, didn't he? There?
And he's, of course, a very, very successful coach. I had to laugh so loud this morning because he was and coaching and phoning at the same time. He's so busy. He's also a member of parliament.
Very technical man, very
yeah, but he's a member of parliament, and he's sitting here in the coach chair, arranging the TV. He's doing really everything in these days, and but it's really good. He really books good